How's it going, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Femboy Car Mechanic series. This is where we take a car from a salvage yard, completely reassemble and restore it, and get it back to working order. Today is a special one for you. We got a R34 GTR. This is actually obviously this is a mod. Usually I do mod stuff. And this is actually a C West V-Spec version. I believe it's supposed to be kind of like a Fast and Furious style. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get it all fixed up and reassembled. First things first, we gotta remove all of the body stuff. Go ahead and reassemble everything from scratch. As you can see here, there's a lot of cosmetic stuff to this car. Looks like we got, interestingly enough, green bottles of nitrous. Green 15-pound bottles of nitrous. That's kind of crazy. And then we got, looks like we got some gauges here. It says there's 2% of the body. So what's, oh, the fender. There we go. All right. Cool. It should be everything inside of the body of the car. All right. And so first things first, we go ahead and take it into the car wash. We'll go ahead and reupholster the interior. And we'll go ahead and get this car looking back to tip-top shape in no time. Wash all that off first. Alright, and there's probably not much interior to this car, I don't think. Yeah, it's just a seat and a steering wheel. That's pretty easy. So, go ahead and get the interior, which, since it's going to be a C West, I'll go ahead and put a bucket-looking seat in this car. But I might do, let's just do, let's go ahead and hand it with, well, for steering wheel, that's pretty easy. We can go ahead and just do one of these right here. Let's sit to the, let's just do a basic looking wheel. And then for the seat, we'll go ahead and do a, I know everybody always does the GW 500s, but honestly, I never really care much for those as much. They're kind of overdone. We'll do the Elise seat. Why not? Since this is basically like a track looking car. Alright. We got all of the car itself washed up. The interior is cleaned up. And we got a new seat and steering wheel. So let's go ahead and take this into the shop. And first and foremost, go ahead and just completely weld up the body. Get all this rust off of there. There you go. As you can see, there is a lot going on with this car. A whole lot. It just, I kind of like this little stereo. That's kind of cool, actually. Yeah, there's a whole lot that needs to be done in this car. This car is very beat down for sure. So let's go ahead and get everything off of here. And there's not, the design of this car is pretty easy. Link down below in the video, of course, is the mod developer. The mod person, I believe, has also done several other cars within this game. I think they did an R32, but I can't remember for sure. I'd have to look at it again. But the mod creator, though, they did a pretty good job with this car so far. Low key, I kind of like it. You know, I'm not honestly, me personally as a car person, I'm not a huge R34 fan. Between the R32, the R33, and the R34, the R34 is probably my least favorite between the three of them. Not that I think it looks bad, but that between the cars, I just like the R32s and the 30. I like the 33 the most. The 33 is my very favorite. Jesus Christ. My very favorite Nissan Skyline model. Followed by the 32. The 34, yeah, the 34, like I said, I don't hate it necessarily, but I don't really love it either. It's not really my personal. If you gave me a choice between the 32, 33, and the 34, I wouldn't choose the 34. That's just me personally, though. You know, I don't think there's anything. I don't think it looks like a bad car or nothing. It's just not my personal choice of Nissan Skyline. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this car back to its factory condition, or at least what the game considers factory condition with the mod. I don't know how much power this car puts down normally. At least not from the the vanilla game, I should say, because there's an R34 in the game vanilla, but it's obviously not an R34. It's like something else. It's like a ribbon Starline or whatever. And I think it makes about like 280 horsepower in the game, something like that. I can't remember for sure. But it makes about that much. And this one, I don't know if the mod puts it at more power or if it uses the same power. Because it's the same. They go usually by the motor, and this is pretty much the same motor as the vanilla game. But I can't really know too much. And I don't really know. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not too well versed on the R34. I don't know too much about Nissan and its history. So I don't really know like how big the R34 was in general. Hello, Ruby. Are you working on the car with me today? Yeah. You're kind of like in my way though, just like usual. But yeah. As you can see, this car is very, very rusty. Like usual, it's always a car that is covered in rust when I pick up a salvage car. That's kind of how the game differentiates between a part being bad and a part being good, is rust. I understand the idea of it, but it is so funny to me when everything is rusty. And it's like, spark plugs don't gate rust usually. Not usually, anyway. If a spark plug got rust, it must have been there for a long fucking time. Damn it. There we go. I might go ahead and move to the body real quick and buy all the parts needed for it. Let's see. Was there anything I could have... There was a few things I could do. Now, I never actually paired up this mod before, so we'll see how this ends up. Because I've never messed with the... with this car in general. I've actually never messed with this car before in the game. Let's see. I have a left headlight. There was a fender, wasn't there? Okay. Got the trunk. And I think it was just the engine cover, if I'm not mistaken. There it is. There we go. Yeah, mod creators usually do this to like make it look like there's an actual car. I like it. I kind of understand where they're going with, because you know the game doesn't really give you a real car. It gives you like this motor that doesn't really fit the car necessarily. It's like doesn't give you an RB26. It gives you just an inline six. Okay, so we got all of this going for us. Let's go ahead and get the body pieces for the car. That we gotta go here to community mod. Okay, and we're just gonna do just standard. We're not gonna do anything crazy. We're gonna do pretty much just stock everything. So, car part 1, and then we got the stock wing. Gonna need that. Stock muffler. Stock badging. Got the engine cover already. Stock bumper. Stock doors. Fender. Left door window. And then front right fender. Front right door. Oh, I should have bought the tinted one. Whoops. No worries. And then there is a Nismo edition too. What we got? the left taillight, didn't we? I think I'll just buy both. It's not like it's a big deal. I'm not really too worried about what the about spending extra on the car. It's not a big deal. Not as I could hurt for money after all. Yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of mods for this car. And there's a lot of, you can do a lot of cool stuff with it. But we're not going to do anything like that today. We are going to do just standard and go from there. Okay, hopefully I bought everything. Let's see. Bumper, hood, fender, door, windshield. Oh, missed the mirror. Okay. Yeah, this part of it's really easy. It's not hard to do these. I actually kind of like how simple this one is. I've dealt with some of the other mod cars that the body parts are kind of freaking difficult to maintain. You have to hunt down like a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, we need a left body window, a 2 license plates, and a right side mirror. Okay, right side mirror, left body window A. And then we just need the plates. And we'll just get 2 standard plates. I'm not going to do anything special to them today. I don't know. Comment down below if you guys want to do this as like a different build. Maybe I can actually do something to this car. We'll see. I mean, this car's got a lot of potential, so it could definitely be something that we could do too. But we'll have to... You'd have to... Oh, right. Let's go ahead and take it to that paint shop real quick. We got everything done to it already, right? We're missing something on the body. What's missing? Everything looks to be in place. What could possibly be missing on this car? This is where the mods can be a little bit confusing. Because you got a lot of these extra car parts you have to worry about. Okay, so we got car part 1 and car part 2. That's good. We got the car part 3. We got the engine cover. Oh! The badging. Where does that badging go, though? Car part 4. Oh, there it is. There we go. That makes sense. Okay, cool. Alright. So, we got this car ready. And we'll go ahead and give it a good color. So let's go ahead. Now, my boy Syndrome requested this car, and I actually don't remember what his car looked like. Let me take a look here. Alright, so I went ahead and got this car painted green. I was going off of what my boy's R34 looked like, my boy Syndrome. I don't think this is the same green that it showed in the picture, but the picture that I saw was kind of hard to tell what kind of shade it was. So I'm sure that he'll correct me after this video comes out. He'll see it. He's gonna be like, "Bro, that's not even close to my car," and I'll be like, "Well, I'm sorry, I can't really see the color. It's kind of hard to determine what color it is." But that's all good though. It ain't a big deal. Let's go ahead and get the rest of this car finalized. Disassemble everything. The likelihood of all of these parts being like usable is slim to none. At least a lot of these stuff anyway. I would be surprised if there's even half of these parts that are able to be repaired. But I have been surprised quite a bit with these cars, so you know, sometimes you can repair a lot of this, but it just kind of depends. But yeah, it just depends on what the condition is. If all the parts are like 10%, you're not going to be able to repair any of them. But usually it's not all 10%. Even the junkyard ones have stuff that can be repaired. The junkyard mostly just has a lot of missing parts for those cars. Alright. To save you guys the hassle of sitting here and watching me do this for 15 minutes or so, I'm going to go ahead and skip over to once this car is fully disassembled, then we'll go from there. So I'm going to skip over, and I'll see you guys in just one bit. All right, so we got all of the parts fixed, or what could be fixed, of course. Now it's time to reassemble everything. Now, honestly, this car actually had quite a bit of good stuff that could be restored, so it wasn't actually too bad. But there is still quite a bit that needs to be rebought because there was obviously stuff that I either don't have. Oh fuck! I just put the air filter in there, or there was stuff that I accidentally broke myself. So. But it happens though. Let's go ahead and put all of the fuses back in here. Car's got... It's decent. It's actually not too much fuses, honestly. It's not too bad. Alright, we got those in. Just put that cover back on. We'll go ahead and reassemble the full motor. I fucked up the turbo, so I'm going to have to buy a new turbocharger for it, but it happens. What are you going to do about it? Alright. We're going to need a new water pump pulley. That don't look right at all. The dry shaft is going through the fucking block. I know what they were trying for, but it doesn't work. Oh well. I understand the mod developers can only do so much, but that's just so funny. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this motor reassembled. The steering rack goes through it too, funny enough. All of this goes through. What in the hell? I can't even, like, reach the part that I need right there. Oh, wait. No, okay, there's nothing I need to do there, I don't think. I didn't even realize that it was doing that when I started disassembling it earlier. That is a mess, dude. Fucking hell. Let's go ahead and put the pistons back in real quick before we start messing with the cross member, because it looks like it blocks off some portion of it. I don't know. We'll see. Also, please excuse my cat if you hear Ruby. She is being very whiny today, even though she has gotten some time out from the room today. But she just wants to be very whiny today. Is that right, Ruby? Yeah, we know. We all hear you. I know. Alright. There's some head right there. Go ahead and put that head back on. I love me some head. Engine head. No weirdness going on here. No weird stuff. Okay, I'm gonna need a new camshaft. Let's go ahead and just put i6 dual overhead cam. It was a BUT turbo, I believe. Yeah, okay. Yeah, here's the manifold. The turbos kind of the turbos in this game look a little funny. At least the one for this car anyway. Because they look like a very long turbo. Like, they're very horizontal. Here's the exhaust manifold. Get that back in real quick. And then there should be a turbo right here. Yeah, that's just, I don't know. Maybe I just don't know much about turbos, but it just looks like a funny, it just looks funny. I don't know. Okay, there's the turbocharger. Maybe turbos will always look like that, and I just don't know my turbos, which could be the case too. I don't know too much about turbos. Whoops. So we need new camshaft caps. I think we need like, nah, just buy 20. I don't know how many it was needed, but we should have enough. And then the ignition coils and spark plugs. This car has a lot of camshaft caps because this is a very... The inline is a very long motor because, you know, it's got 6 cylinders going down the line. And so it's a very long fucking block. Like, I think it's way shorter than... Or I think the V8 is very shorter than this car. But same with the Supra. The Supra also has a really long... The Supra in this game uses the same... I believe it uses the same motor. Although I think some of the supers are non-turboed in this game. So they pretty much use the same motor in this game, just either with one with a turbo and one without a turbo. Alright, there's the engine head cover. Hey, yeah, maybe next time I mess with this car, maybe I'll go ahead and give it max power and see how it performs on the track. We'll have to see. That's always an idea that we can use in the future. There's a lot of things we can do with this game, though. Alright. Just gotta assemble the coolant fans here. And then we gotta get all the cam gear. We gotta basically... Oh, wrong. Take that out. We gotta reassemble all the time in here, so let's go ahead and get these cam gears. Just buy a bunch of them. I always need more of these anyway. I gotta get the new idle rollers. And that should be all I need for the timing. I don't think it has too much with it. Alrighty, so it looks like we got quite a bit that's still going to need to be done in the suspension here. Because there wasn't a lot that could have been fixed with the suspension, I don't think, because of the rubber bushings, you have the sway bars and all that. Luckily, I have a lot of parts on hand, so it looks like I should be able to reassemble most of this myself here. But we'll just have to make sure. I am going to have to redo the front shocks still. They are still fucked up. I have to get new shocks altogether for the front. But I went ahead and reassembled the full motor. Let's go ahead and get these rubber bushings in here and get all the cross member stuff attached together. It should be good from here. It should be almost... Well, I'd say we're almost done at this point. We don't got much left. Now that the motor is back to place, we got to get the fuel tanks. I think it needs a fuel tank C and a B. Let me take a check here. Yep, thought so. Interestingly enough, it's got dual fuel pumps. That's pretty cool, actually. Or no, not dual fuel pumps, but dual fuel tanks. Interesting. I don't know if the real life 34 GTR has dual fuel pumps or fuel tanks or not. I don't know. If someone knows in the comments down below, let me know. Rear muffler V8. Rear muffler V8 OHV. Where there it is. After we do all of the subframe here, we're pretty much good. All I gotta do really is get the car's fluids back in, get the wheels and tires connected, and we're pretty much done, honestly. There ain't much else after that point. This car is pretty much good to go from there. And then I think it's safe to say we have pretty much finished up the whole rear subframe. I don't think there's any more suspension that needs to be done after this stuff here. Besides the front end suspension, I should say. Yeah, I think... Oh, hold on. Suspension arm, and that should be it. I love how everything... Oh, no, there's still the... I love how everything cuts through each other because the mod's kind of weird. Like, the exhaust tip is literally cutting through the freaking subframe. It's kind of funny. Alright. Yeah, I should have everything here besides the suspension on the front. Let's go ahead and get that reassembled real fast. And then I think that we're pretty much good to go from here. Just got to get the wheels and we should be good. So let's go ahead and just do stock wheels. So rim green 19s. Unless I'm still missing. I'm probably missing, like, I think there's an air filter I haven't changed. No, I put the air filter on already. So that's solid. So I think we just got to get these wheels on and then it should be good. Unless there's just one part I'm missing. Let's see here. It looks like it should be all completed though. From just glancing at it, it looks like it's good to go. But you never truly know with this. You never truly know when it comes. Ah, shit! It uses a freaking. Okay. I didn't realize it used a different one. It used the. It will use the shock absorber A's. Whoopsies! Did not know that. I just assembled a completely different shock. Alright, and then let's glance at the car and we should be good. It should be all that's left. Maybe that oil pan's back together. There is one part missing though. What is it missing so far? It's just one part. That's all it is. I don't know what it's gonna... Is it the battery? Did we get the battery changed already? Yeah, battery's back together. Oh, That's what it is, the belt tensioner. Bam! 100%. Look at that. Alright. Well, that is pretty much it. As you see here, we go ahead and go restore the entire car from scratch. I will go ahead and probably keep this car for a future video. But we'll just have to kind of see what I want to do with this. But if Syndrome, if you're watching this, let me know how I did on this build, because I don't know if I did I don't know if I did it justice with this color. I might consider changing the color if it's going to look better, because so far I'm not sure about this color, but we'll just have to see. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You guys have a great one, and you guys take care now. All right, bye.